guys, welcome back to the channel, and I got another video for you guys. We're going to talk about a little of the transitions and some changes that's going on at the Married at First Sight franchise. And yeah, we're going to talk about it and see what's going out and what's coming in. So before we jump into this, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button and feel free to drop a comment down in the comments section below. So we're not going to waste any more time with this. Let's jump into this situation that's going on. So as most of us know, we heard at the end of November that Jamie Otis was officially leaving the show. She did announce the information or the news on Instagram. And as we remember, she was in season 1 where she met her husband, Doug Henner. And we remember how her experience went. She started off, of course, not being really attracted to him. But years forward, they are still married and have a lovely family at this point. However, as we, know and we've just stated, her life at Married at First Sight as the host of Unfiltered is now coming to an end. And some of us already know, because like I said, this stuff came out at the end of November, why she's leaving. Now, she did reveal that, especially she wanted it to, everybody to hear from her, but she found out herself unexpectedly that she would no longer be hosting Married at First Sight Unfiltered. She did it for season 13. And, at the end of season 13, she was looking forward to the next season. But obviously, between the two seasons, she got the news. She said that she felt like her whole life she had to think quickly when the rug is ripped out from up under her feet. And there's a lot of things she talked about, and you can go look at her Instagram post because she also talked about things that had happened in her childhood. She began hosting the show 10 seasons ago, and, she talks about, things that had happened throughout her marriage while she was in, the process of doing Unfiltered after her original season with her family and children. She said that she gave all to Married at First Sight because in a lot of ways it has given all to her. The show, the network, the production team deserved all she had to give, and if it hadn't been for them, she wouldn't have had her husband and her beautiful children. And, she called herself Little Old Trailer Park Me, hosting a national television show on Lifetime. I think she also was on The Bachelor early back in the day as well, but, she transitioned over to Find Love on this show. And, she, of course, thanked Lifetime Kinetic Content, the crew, and everybody else, and for all the fans watching her throughout all of the seasons. And she said, sometimes it takes the rug being ripped out from under you to move into good changes. This is the first time in nearly a decade she's not prepping for or shooting a show. And she said she's definitely looking forward to this little break to be with her children. But she says she'll be back. So I don't know what capacity she's referring to or what that means. Now, let's talk about this a little bit. I know myself, I used to do the recap on Unfiltered. It got a lot of traction. Some people was looking at it. I also, saw that as much as I enjoy watching Unfiltered, that's why I usually got to see sometimes the cast members talk about stuff that we really did not see on the show, which, like me, I always like to see the cast members outside of filming. There were a lot of folks that really wasn't happy with her. Now, like I said, I didn't have an issue with her, but I did read a lot of comments about, how they didn't like her persona and her attitude and things like that. I don't know, people pick up different energies the way they see it, but, I don't know if this was a deciding factor. She's been on the show out of 13 seasons, 10 of those seasons. So, I know sometimes when it comes to TV shows and companies and businesses, they do make changes, to push the brand or the company or the show forward, and I don't know. Maybe they wanted to evolve into something different. But it's interesting that, she was kind of blindsided by this. I guess up to this point, she thought she was on a great trajectory and everything was going fine because, like I said, after season 13, the season finale of Unfiltered, she was looking forward to season 14. So obviously, there was this perception that she had that, her thing was going to continue with Unfiltered. Unfortunately, as we saw in the end of November with her message, Kinetic Content and Lifetime decided to go a different direction. So they decided to end Unfiltered, and the speculations went wild. People are like, well, was Gil going to replace it? And I know Gil got on live and said, no, it's not me, I don't want to do it. And then people were speculating maybe Amani or one of the other previous cast members from a different season. Who was going to replace Unfiltered? Because we always thought Unfiltered was going to continue, but, maybe with a different host. Well, Kinetic Content and Lifetime had a different idea. Which brings us to this young lady, as we all know, is Keisha Knight Pulliam. And if you are maybe a Gen Xer or maybe an early millennial, you probably remember her when she was a little girl on The Cosby Show, Little Miss Rudy. Well, Little Miss Rudy is all grown up. And, of course, we've seen her in a lot of movies and different television shows, especially on the OWN or Tyler Perry side of the world. But she's also now joining Lifetime and Kinetic Content. So let's talk about it. So there's a lot of new reality TV shows, unscripted as they would call it, coming up in 2022. One of those shows is now Married at First Sight, The Afterparty. Now, I guess that gets rid of the whole Unfiltered scenario that we just talked about. But Married at First Sight Afterparty is also set for January 2022 and is a Lifetime and A&E 2-night documentary event. There's a premiere schedule for it, and it's supposed to be unscripted or whatever. But what it's about is it's going to be a post-show wrap-up. It's set to air after every new episode of Married at First Sight. So assuming we're going into season 14 with Boston, this would actually connect the Afterparty show to this particular season. And it will be hosted by our one and only talented Emmy-nominated actress and MAFS fan. So obviously she's a fan of the show too, Keisha Knight Pulliam. And then, of course, what happens is right fresh off screening that night's episode, Keisha is going to dish with the current Married at First Sight cast to get the inside scoop on the action, the romance, and the behind-the-scenes drama. So, whether it's laugh, tears, conflict, exclamations of true love, it's supposedly never going to be a dull moment. So I'm wondering, is it Unfiltered, but they just changed the name? Because it sounds like the same premise to me. The same thing that Jamie used to do with having the current season cast. They talk about the specific scenes that was maybe a little controversial that the fans saw. And then also behind the scenes of things that we didn't see. It looked like Keisha's going to be doing the same thing. Only difference is the name and the host. That's what it seems like to me, Either way, I'm looking forward to it. Now I might, let me know, you guys, if you want me for season 14 to do a recap of the Afterparty, because like I said, I did start out earlier this year in season, I think 12, definitely season 12. I did the Unfiltered recaps, and quite a few of you guys enjoyed it. But let me know if you wanted me to do the after party recaps. I'm definitely looking forward to see, you know, how Keisha's going to fill this role, how everything is going to be, whether it's going to be something similar, whether it's going to be better, whether it's going to, you know, if it's going to be vastly different. You know, I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I'm excited for this. Yeah, I know I'll miss Jamie, but at the same time, forward moving, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to see what Keisha is going to do as well. You know, so let me know what you guys think. I wanted to share this with you guys because I know that we got the announcement about Keisha Knight Pulliam doing the after party for Married at First Sight, I think in the last, I would say 48 hours. So, you know, I like to keep you guys up to date and in the loop of everything, and, you know, let you know what's going on, right? And talk about it, you know. Let me know what your thoughts are about Jamie. Do you wish she could have stayed? Are you happy of the change, you know? Because like I said, I did see a lot of comments where there were quite a bit of folks who, you know, wasn't too happy with Jamie, you know. But I want to know what you guys think. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, I want to know. So until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon.